Here you've got one quadratic, and here you've got another quadratic. Find the value of k for which this quadratic will touch this quadratic only once. So for example, here you have an intercept of 10, here you have an intercept of k. So for this one here, you have the ability to vary k. So if k is -3, then this quadratic will look something like this at -3. If k is 2, then it will look something like this. So this k here allows you to move the bottom quadratic up and down. Your job is to find a value of k for which the two quadratics will touch just once. So for example, here you've got this quadratic here. If k is too high, then it will look something like this. So here you've got two solutions. If k is too low, then here you've got no solution because there's a gap in between. Somewhere in between there is a special k where there is only one solution. Your job is to find the k. So to do this, you in your mind assume there will be two solutions. So set this to be the same as this. So this is a trick. Assume there will be two solutions. So set this to be the same as this. So hang on, x squared minus 2x plus 10 equals this thing down here, plus 6x plus k. So now get it in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Whenever you want to solve a quadratic, get it into this form. So we're going to add x squared to both sides. So that will be 2x squared. We're going to take away 6x from both sides, 8x. And then we're going to take away k from both sides. So that will be 10 take away k equals 0. See, now it's of this form where a is 2, b is -8, and c, remember k is a constant, this is also a constant, so c is actually 10 minus k. That is your c. Your c is that. So now remember the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation was this. Hang on. X equals -b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac over. So this here is a quadratic equation. Remember, if this thing here is 0, there will be one solution. If it's bigger than 1, there will be two solutions. And if it's a negative, then there will be no solution. You see, when the two graphs touch, there will be one solution. So the trick is to demand that this to be 0. So our next step is to demand. Demand that b squared minus 4ac to be 0. That's what we demand from this thing here. So hang on, let me clean this up. So b squared is 64 because you square negative, the negative disappears. Minus 4a is 2, and c is this weird thing here. C is actually 10 minus k, and we demand this whole thing here to be 0. So our job is to work out that k where the whole thing equals 0. So let's just clean this up. 64, and then this thing here will be the number 8. Hang on, 4 times 2 is 8. So now this time 8 times 10 will be -80, and then -8 times -k, that would be plus 8k equals 0. Merging these two together would be 16. -16, sorry. And then now our job is to work out k. So add 16 to both sides, and then divide both sides by 8. So k equals 2. So you see, when this is 2, when the intercept is at 2, then not to scale this thing. When the intercept is at 2, then there will be exactly one solution. So the final answer is 2. When k is 2, When k is 2, there will be exactly one solution, meaning the two graphs will touch just once. Okay?